Hi everybody, I'm Tim Donnelly in the Rush Coach's office on this Sunday afternoon, October the 17th. It is our post-game interview with Charlotte Rush Elite head coach Jacob Smolovich following a sweep of the Potomac Patriots. And Jacob, the Rush just keeps on rolling right now, except for that one loss last week. We've been putting together the big victories. I know you had to be happy with the sweep this weekend, but let's talk about last night's game, a big 6-2 win. Sam Edmonds in goal did a great job, and Dylan Causey got a couple of goals. Boy, you got different guys in that top 5 or 6, and they all keep scoring every game.
Yeah, I mean, they've done an unbelievable job. Like, those guys just feed off each other. If one guy has a so-so game, the other guy steps up, right? And it's the same thing. Like, yesterday, Causey has 2, right? Other guys maybe not so good today, right? Causey doesn't score. Hoff teaser's going, right? Like, it's just one guy after the other, and they just keep coming. So it's good. We have scoring up and down the lineup. It's been fantastic.
Always like to try to feature a couple of guys that were impressive on these interviews. And again, Ben Pearson just continues to play and always won a couple Player of the Week awards, but he had another good weekend for you as well. And then talk about what I've seen, a lot of improvement in Finn Rissanen, who just looks very comfortable out there. He's growing and seems to be a real offensive threat every time he steps on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, Finn was a kid I had really high expectations for just based on coaching against him last year. I knew the skill Finn had. He's a big kid. He can skate. I think it took him a few games to get adjusted to playing wing instead of center. But he's been unbelievable. Like, the goal he scored last night, that's a goal scorer's goal, right? So,
oh, wow, was
I really like the way he's playing. I think he's only going to get better and better. I think he's set up for a massive year here.
Yeah. And then talk about Ben Pearson, too.
Yeah, I mean, Ben just keeps doing the things the right way, right? Like, he started off slow here. He's a young player, right? Like, as he's gotten more comfortable, he's been unbelievable. Player of the Week 2 times in a row now. He should be nominated for it again. Like, he was unbelievable this weekend again. I doubt he'll get it just because, got to share the wealth with the guys
of course.
in the other teams. But he's been unbelievable, right? And he's really stepping up as a leader too. Today when we weren't playing our best, he was on the bench. He's like, hey, guys, like, we got to dial it in here. So I've been really happy with that from him as well.
And, of course, Landon Kinnear, the son of Charlotte Checkers head coach Jordy Kinnear, second-year player, but he played forward. You've moved him to defense. How's that been working out so far?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a pretty good teacher, right? Jordy was a pretty good defenseman.
I'll bet he was,
But, yeah, Landon's been unbelievable. Like, he's getting more and more comfortable. I thought this was his best weekend overall. I mean, he's mean. He's physical. He can shoot the puck. Like, everything's kind of starting to click for him. He has a presence on the ice. He's not a small kid, right? Like, he's another guy who just keeps getting better and better. Like, that lineup, just guys keep getting the job done. That's all you can say, right? So.
And again, a big highlight for Jacob this weekend was his mom, Irina, was here. First time she had ever seen her son coach live, and she was in the lower stands, all bundled up. But, we introduced her a couple of times, and people cheered, and she waved. It must have made you feel so good, Jacob.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that, Tim. It was really special for me to have her here, and then, to get 2 wins. Her first weekend watching, I mean, like I said, right, she's really close to me. Like, I grew up, my family's from Russia, so it's me, her. My dad lives, in Indiana as well, but it was really special to have her here. And I thanked the boys in the locker room after the game. I told them how much it meant to me that they came out and played that way. So, yeah, and thank you for everything you did with her as well. So I really appreciate that.
Well, they've got a good coach, that's for sure. And just like I talked about Troy Schwab and his wife getting the award and they were away, not only can Ryan Cuthers recruit players, he knows how to recruit coaches too, and you're in that mold, Jacob, for sure. Jacob Smolovich visiting with us post-game on this Sunday, October the 17th, following a sweep of the Potomac Patriots. And let's take a look now at the standings and stats of players, goaltenders, and the standings right now in the Elite Southeast Division. And let's look at those right now. Back with Jacob Smolovich, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite. We talked about Saturday's game. Let's talk about today's game. 4-0 shutout win. You know, us broadcasters, we'll get in trouble if we mention a shutout before it's over. The coaches don't like that. So we didn't say a word. But, boy, I thought Brian Brady just looked so cool back there. The guys played good in front of him, but he just doesn't look like he's rattled with anything out there.
No, I think you could have said shutout. I don't think it would have changed a thing the way he was dialed.
Yeah, right. He was.
I think Brian Brady's I think he's a heck of a goalie. I think he's been unbelievable. The 3 games he's played at Elite, he's got 2 shutouts, right? Like, I think he's a great kid. He works hard. I couldn't be more thrilled the fact that we got him the shutout today. But he just keeps chugging along whenever we need him to, and I couldn't be more proud to coach him the games I do.
Jacob, as a head coach of this Elite team, you've got to be thrilled with your goaltending depth. I mean, you can almost throw anybody out there. You got 4 really good goalies.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Brady, when he comes down, he's played unbelievable. Sam Edmonds still undefeated. DJ Lyons, obviously, you know, was goalie in the national championship last year. Nick Golis is 1-0 this year. You know, it was actually my goal to get Alex Samoski a game this weekend. And then obviously, you know, some health issues came up. So it was a little disappointing, but I know that when he eventually gets the chance, he's going to be ready to go as well. So it's fantastic. I know that if, you know, we hit a rough spot, that, you know, we have a lot of guys who can get the job done in net.
For sure. And then, of course, today we get goals, 4 different goal scorers. I know Coach loves that. Matthew Clift, Dylan Causey chipping in again, David Hofteaser, and by the reaction of you and the guys, is Hayden Drake like not allowed to score a goal? Because, boy, when he scored one, I've never seen an ovation he got from the team, from the crowd. So what's behind all that, Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't necessarily call Drake a skill guy, you know, but he puts a fair amount of pucks on net from the red line, so we were expecting one to go in eventually. But then, you know, he comes out, he gets, you could call it a goal scorer's goal. But yeah, I mean, he's a guy who comes, he plays hard, right? The guys love him. He's an older guy. He doesn't score a lot, right? But he plays the game well defensively. So I think just him scoring was really the cherry on top of a really good weekend. And I think the guys were already excited as how the weekend was going. And he just kind of finished it off. I don't think it could have gone any better. So
that was so fun to watch, and very happy for Hayden. By the way, at 5'8" and 235 pounds, we've dubbed him now the fire plug, because that's about what he looks like. He's short but big. Yeah. But, you know, I think his game has really improved this year.
No, I think Hayden Drake has been really, really good. I think he's had a couple games where, you know, I think he knows he could have been better. But overall, like, he's really stepped up on this decor, right? And another guy I wanted to touch on him too, Kelly Clark. You know, he got player of the game today. It's his first weekend playing defense ever. You know, and we had, you know, guys take penalties, guys get kind of bumped up. Like, I thought KC played an unbelievable weekend. I thought he was really, really good. So I just want to make sure to mention that as well.
I'm glad you do. We like to mention as many guys in these interviews as we can. And Kelly's a great kid off the ice too. He's first-year guy. I mean, he's a local guy, but I really enjoy talking with him, and so happy he was able to get rewarded with a good game today.
It's unbelievable.
All right, well, we have a bye week coming up next week, and Jacob, as a coach, good, bad, what will you do? Anything different, or is it just the time for the guys to relax a little bit next weekend?
No, I actually think it's good. Like, you know, sometimes you don't want to hit that bye weekend. You don't want to have a weekend off when you're kind of humming, but, you know, I think we knew that we could have swept this weekend, but we had a couple guys play through some injuries. This gives us a chance to get healthy, gives us a chance to, you know, reevaluate some parts of our roster. I think overall it would be really good for these guys to, you know, hang out, go to the CPH game. I think we're going to do some kind of team bonding workout, you know, whether that's spike ball or kickball or something. So I think it'll be a really good time for them. And then, you know, after that, we come into Hampton refreshed, ready to get another 2 wins. So.
By the way, that team bonding, don't you usually guys do the team bonding is washing the coach's cars? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, we might have to sneak that one in there for the losing team. Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah, Jacob. No, I might take you up on that. Yeah.
Final comment from Jacob Smolovich, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite. We do have Hampton Roads now in a couple of weeks. We saw them 2 weeks ago, so we'll play them twice in a month. But I know you're going to have the guys ready, because we can't just say, well, we beat them a couple of weeks ago, and it's going to be the same.
No, I think they're going to have a different roster. They seem to be renting some players out from other programs. So, you know, I think they're going to come ready to play. They have a decent coach. You know, he knows what he's doing there. He's first-year coach, but he's figured it out pretty quick. You know, so I think he's going to do a really good job having those guys ready. And we got to be ready to go, right? Like, there's no easy game. I think it showed today with the Premier Group, right? Like, it doesn't matter what you did the night before. You're only as good as your last game. So we're going to be ready to go. We have first place. You know, we're holding first place right now. We want to keep holding first place. So we need to come out. We need to get 2 wins against Hampton and, you know, raise our momentum heading into Richmond the following weekend. So yeah, we'll be ready.
Well, again, these are the best of times for the Charlotte Rush Elite. First place Charlotte Rush Elite, and they just continue to keep on rolling. And again, Jacob, just so happy your mom was here. I mean, when I looked over there and she's watching her son across the way, she was busting with pride, and she deserved to be busting with pride.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for everything you do.
No, my pleasure. Well, Jacob Smolovich, running things down for us that happened this weekend. The Rush wins 6-2, 4-0. They outscore Potomac 10-2. Pretty good weekend. So, Jacob, enjoy a little time off yourself next weekend, and then we'll see you with our next video in about a week as we get ready for Hampton Roads.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Jacob Smolovich, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite. I want to thank Christian Wilson for running our camera. He's back. He was our outstanding intern last year from the Carolina School of Broadcasting. He's no longer an intern, but he came back to help us today. As always, does a great job. So, for all of us at the Charlotte Rush, this is Tim Donnelly. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.